Hello guys, how are you doing? Now, truth be told, that many errors that you do during application will not at all cost you your selection. You can get selected even with most of the errors that you might do. Get me right, I don't encourage you to do a single error. And if you've been watching me, that's what I've been hammering, that you're supposed to take your time. Don't rush in applying, but compose yourself and do a sober application, detail by detail, but an accurate one. And I've been advocating for certain documents, even if not necessary, but you should use them for accurate information during the entry. Like, for example, the birth certificate or your passport, the academic documents. Just have them around you as you're entering the DV lottery, just for you to input the correct information. And I hope you are applying or you want to apply. So do it before the time elapses. But coming back to the topic, there are errors and many of them that you might do but get selected. And this is because as you're putting your information in the application, there is nothing that you are supposed to attach. In other words, KCC don't have any information regarding you. Anything that you provide is what they will take it for you. And therefore, this is a list of the errors that you might have committed during the entry, but will never affect you in the selection process. The first one being incorrect name. If you use a name that is not yours as your name in the application, that's what they will take it for. If you're called Aaron and you decide to put Daniel, that's what they'll take it for you. They don't have any information regarding you and it will not affect you. Even if you misspell your name, that is not an error to cause you your selection. You can get selected with incorrectly spelled name. The other thing or the other error that you might make and get selected is on the gender. If you select the incorrect gender, that one will not harm you in the selection. You will get selected even with that. The other one is incorrect birth dates. If you insert the incorrect date of birth, that will not lead to you not getting selected. That is not a factor in selection. Even if you provide the incorrect date of birth, you can still get selected with that. Also, if you made an error in selecting the country of eligibility, and I want to discuss this. If you selected a country of eligibility that you don't qualify for, but still that country is eligible, you can get selected. But that is a grievous mistake. That is a mistake that later on can cost you. Yes, if you select the incorrect country of eligibility and you get selected, later on you will not get through to the visa. You will get denied the visa because of selecting the wrong country of eligibility. But the point is, even with the wrong country of eligibility, you still can get selected. On the same note, If you chose the country of your birth incorrectly, you still can get selected. They don't know where you're born. You can get selected even with the wrong country of birth. And then we come to the selection of the education level. If you select whichever level of education, you still can get selected. They don't know at what level you reached. So whichever level you feel or you select, they take it for that. And therefore you can get selected even with errors in education level. The other one is on the marital status. I will also discuss this because it might be a grievous mistake. If you select the wrong marital status, you can get through the selection process and get selected. But later on, you will not succeed because you will get your visa denied simply because you lied about your marital status. So the point is, even if you select the wrong marital status, they don't know about you, you will get selected. Only later on will you find difficulties in getting your visa approved because of that lie. The number of kids. If you insert the incorrect number of kids, no one will deny you selection. You can get selected even with the wrong number of kids. But later on, it will cost you. But about selection, you still can get selected with the wrong number of kids. The incorrect address. If you used an incorrect mailing address, you still can get selected. And you can change it later on if you get selected. So about the mailing address, it's not a big mistake. You can change it later on. So these are just some of the errors that you might make and get through the selection process. What you should have noticed is that there are errors that you might do and you can comfortably correct them if you get selected later on when filling the DS260 form. Whereas there are other errors that once you commit in the application, they are not correctable. You cannot rectify them. They are not rectifiable. You can get selected with some errors, but you will not get through the DV process with those errors. So don't lie about nothing in the application. Be truthful, and the truth will help you in the DV process. Tell the truth about your marital status. I discussed into details about that. Tell the truth about the kids that you have that are eligible. Don't lie about that. Don't lie about your country of eligibility. That will cost you later on. So avoid all errors. But if you made some other errors, like for example, wrong email, that one you can rectify and proceed with the process. And many others that you can correct, but others you cannot correct. So do a correct entry. Thank you for watching this video. I think you've understood and you have been warned. Please subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share around this video, let others get this information, and let's meet in the next video.